on the tradition of the late great Newman that shoots Harry Mold. And late green, the 32-year-old Albert, went to school at Southwestern Oklahoma State in Weatherford, Oklahoma. He is going to team up with a horse that Kate Brito was 87.5 on Arcadia, Florida. And sadly, we're going to flip those numbers tonight for late 78.
Utah. Watch Kenny from Frontier Rodeo. The same horse that helped carry Chase Brooks to the title at Rodeo Corpus a couple weeks ago. Underneath the cowboy who at 35 years old has already been to the national finals on 2 different occasions, but now he is riding as good as he ever has. The daddy to Fallon Grace, Berkeley, Baylor, Lennox, and Inslee. They are his motivation. And if you needed motivation to get loud, let this be your sign. 85 points.
Slater with the saddleball ride. Come on, Ethan. This is a chance of a lifetime. Go ahead. Oh, and we're just going to say he stuck the landing anyway. The 19-year-old Bearcat is trying to get as many points on the board as he can, to get as much money as he can, and he is right now going to go to the number 2 spot. How about 83.25 points for the young Texan?
Before we hit that.
The big-time money horse, the National Finals Rodeo selected horse out of the Tractor Supply Bucket Chute and Pollock. We'll watch him at the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo make a big statement, earning his right to compete there from their qualifier in Uvalde. And he made some stellar rides, and tonight he's going to do it again. 84.5 for the Utopian.
The Southeastern Livestock Expo. Beautiful horse, beautiful fur ride. There is something about saddle riding that, when done right, it is absolutely poetry in motion. Watch the long, tall Canadian stretch those feet out, moving those toes, every jump, every kick, and going to put him in a tie in 3rd and 4th. 83.25 points, 83.25 for Ashback.
Hit a grand slam. What on tonight, big boy?
It's got to be a good omen when you match up an Alberta Bronc rider and an Alberta bucket horse from the Stampede Ranch in Anna, Alberta, over 22,000 acres, producing some of the greatest 4-legged bucking horses on the face of the planet. And Benny Boy, he is going to have reason to celebrate tonight.
Grace, you better smile big because the grace shines bright. 85 points.
Aggregate champion last year. His dad riding in the TV booth, watching one of his 2 boys compete tonight. There's 3 brothers. 2 of them will be battling it out for $2.1 million this weekend. That's the oldest of the 3, Logan Hay, a 2-time national finalist at 29 years old. And we
The Winnemucca, Nevada Cowboy, Nick Collins, old South Point Buffalo United.
Hey, partner, why are there orange flags on?
Well, you are going to see on the Resistol replay that when the horse leaves the bucking chute, the prefer bucking chute, leaves backwards. So Autumn, do it again.
The road has been laid in Texas tonight. The Cowboy gets sweet revenge 3.5 years later. And you can see the pain that he had to withstand. But that second fight was That's a double-bred Bronc rider right there, folks. On one side of the family, Mark and Marvin Garrett. On one side of the family, Chuck and T.C. Holloway. He wears that signature purple every time he rides as an homage back to the late, great Casey Tibbs. And Anthony, how good are the numbers?
86.5 points, number one.
I love a little late inning drama. Reride flags are out. Let's talk about some situations here. There is 4 guys to nod after this score comes in. Yeah, the decision's going to make itself. 83.25 points. 83.25. He's outside looking in. Sage, buddy, grab your saddle.
Get the victory. Fans, he answered the question of how bad he wants to win, but I'm going to ask you a question. Why is it so quiet inside a Globe Life field? So Dawson Hay goes to work, but unfortunately that work will not prove to be enough. 84.25 puts him number 7, 3/4 of a point outside the top.
That is the 3rd time that he has put his saddle on that horse, and 6 years removed from the first 2 meetings. That is the first time he has been successful for 8 seconds. Yellowstone, he is going to take him to the train station tonight. How about 86.75?
It was 7 years ago was the first time that Wyatt Casper and weekend departure of the Calgary Stampede matched up in Puyallup, Washington. It proved to be a buck-off. Tonight, it will prove to be a ride, but that ride will put him into a tie for 5th, 6th, and 7th. 85 points for Casper, and it's going to come down to the spur ride, but all that could change with our reride.
That's right, 2 re-rides left. Mitch Pollock will be the first of those that will walk. Run hitter. The man that is proud of his vast heritage. He'll be the first to brag on his upraising. He'll be the first to brag on his family.